Man, I wish every gun was as easy as this one, but not all of them can be. All right, Smith & Wesson 9mm 2.0 easy. Check this out. Really cool little setup. Shoot a little bit, and we'll talk some more. Good stuff. One more mag. Oh yeah. All right guys, welcome back. Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Hope you're all having a great day. All right, we're gonna be taking a look at this little EZ Shield 9mm M&P. This is a really different departure, and this is not necessarily an entirely new gun. It's new for me. I haven't got a chance to really check one of these out until now. So there are some versions of this gun that are out that are a little bit different now, like the Performance Center guns we'll talk about here in a moment. I would like to thank our friends at Gun Zone Deals for sending this particular example out for us to check out. I've never done a video on this gun. They had a few of them in stock, so I thought that I would get one over and have a look at it. And so the reason that it gets the terminology EZ is because there's a lot of things that are integrated into this pistol to make it a lot easier to manipulate for folks that might have a little bit weaker hand strength. Maybe they don't have as good a manual dexterity. So there's lots of little things they do to make this thing so much easier to use. We'll start out with the magazines. Thank you, John. When you're loading the mags, you've got these little tabs right here you can squeeze down. So the magazine has loading tabs to help you assist you in loading the magazines. So that's an easy factor. All right, you have a grip safety on this particular gun, not unlike a 1911. So it's got a little miniature grip safety. That's kind of cool. Okay, the trigger is really nice on this gun, and one way that they sort of do that is by making it a single action trigger. It actually has a little hammer in there. The trigger is super crisp. It's super easy to squeeze, really easy to shoot. The sights are real easy to see, all of that. I mean, well, it's 3-dot sights like on any other M&P type of pistol, so not much of a departure there. One tiny detail also is on the rear of the slide. They actually left these little ears back here where they machined it away. So you've got the serrations, but then you've got this added benefit of having these ears back here. So if you go to grab it, it gives you much more purchase on the slide. So that helps if maybe you don't have quite as good of a manual dexterity, hand strength, maybe you're a smaller statured shooter, whatever the case may be. And also the slide is physically easier to pull back than the Shield. The Shield is a great gun, but the mainspring on it is pretty stout, right? A lot of those small handguns, even the Glock 43, the Shield, many others that are in that similar type of vein, they can be relatively difficult to pull back to a full stop, okay? But this gun has it feels like a much lighter spring in it. Maybe it's not even lighter, but just the way it's designed, you know? But it's very easy to pull back. You do have a generous amount of rail space up here, so you can run yourself a small weapons light or whatever if you want. The texture on this gun, nice and grippy, but not overly, you know, bad. And I think another factor too is if someone is, let's just say an older shooter, and you know, as you get older, your skin starts to get a little bit soft, you know, more frail, you nick easier, you get cuts easier, you know, you get those little moments where you might scrape your skin a little bit easier, right? So it's a much more gentle grip texture, namely on softer hands, let's just say, or, you know, maybe elderly people that might want to shoot have a little bit softer hands. Okay, that happens as we get older. Not a bad thing. All right, but really, really great handguns. It is a single stack, 8-shot. So you don't have quite the magazine capacity that you would get in some of the other offerings that are out there, but I think where this gun makes up for it is in its ease of shooting. It is such a pleasurable gun to shoot. It's not short and snappy like a standard Shield might be, but it's very controllable. The muzzle flip is not bad at all, and the trigger is excellent. I would say the trigger in this gun is far better than any other small pistol that you're going to find. It's certainly better than like a Glock 43 trigger. Is the trigger the same as something like a P365? I love the SIG P365, and the 365 is a double stack, so you do get some generous capacity it's not really in the same vein of a striker fire trigger. It's more of a single action trigger. It's almost like they took a 1911 and married it with a polymer frame gun, like a, you know, I don't know, maybe a Glock or something like that, but it kind of has 1911-esque features in it with the grip safety and the little hammer in there. So let's shoot it a little bit more. Nice group there, not bad. This is Bellom 124 grain ball ammunition that we're shooting through this pistol. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the mag on in, and I'm gonna pull the slide to the rear. Oh yeah, I mean, not a lot of force required to work this gun at all. You do have a loaded chamber indicator up here on top. All you gotta do, even if you can't see it, you just feel for it, and you know that you have a round in the chamber on this pistol. You could feel it poke out of the top of the slide. Very nice. They do make this gun in a Performance Center model. The Performance Center model has titanium nitrided parts, porting, fiber optic sights, a really slick looking trigger bow that's skeletonized. It's a real slick looking unit, and not priced that much more. That's the weird thing about the Performance Center guns from Smith Wesson is it's not that much more than the standard guns. So you get a lot of a nice factory upgrade in something like a Performance Center version over the standard model. This gun almost doesn't need porting. It's very, very gentle to shoot. Good group. Very good group. Perfectly adequate for self-defense purposes, I think. Very nice. All right, now we're getting into some steel case ammunition. This is 115 grain tool ammo steel case. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a ton of hollow point ammunition right now to test this thing with carry loads, but at this point, this gun has been out a pretty good while. It's been pretty well vetted with a variety of different hollow point ammunition, so it works really well with a variety of carry ammo. There's really no need to test that this far in the game. This is not exactly a new pistol. It's new to me, but not new to the market. Okay. Yes, sir. Very pleased. I could probably shoot this gun maybe even a little bit better than my Shield. I want to mention something about the disassembly here in a moment. We'll get to that in just a second. All right, I'm going to be a little silly here and take some longer shots, see if I can connect with some of the gongs further out. I mean, not terrible. I don't think I would try to shoot super far with this thing in a defensive situation. I think in your typical handgun defense distances, this thing is certainly performing quite beautifully. Just for fun, let's try some 80-yard shots. Oh, way low. Once I got on the sights, it's definitely down there, no problem. All right, more Bellom. I know this is just ball ammo, but let's see if we can take out our sodas here, just for fun. Get out of here. Can't go wrong without taking out some sodas there. All right, couple more rounds, having a little fun here. Oh yeah, fantastic accuracy. I'm not shooting slow. I'm not really taking my time, but wow, I'm quite pleased with this pistol. We are running this thing, aren't we? All right, one more mag and I want to talk about the disassembly real quick. Okay. Heck yeah. I mean, look, that gong right there, I'm probably about 10 yards from it, maybe 12. That is exceptional accuracy for typical handgun defense ranges. I would have no problem at all doing the job at those types of ranges. Perfectly capable in that type of environment. I would like to mention, I pulled this thing apart, I should say Chad pulled it apart earlier to disassemble it. And when you're disassembling this pistol, it uses a very similar form of disassembly to the standard shield, with one exception. You do not want to press the magazine, or I'm sorry, the grip safety. You do not want to push this in while you're trying to get that slide off of there, okay? If you do, you're supposed to take a tool in there and push it back and try to get the safety back. A little hack that Chad discovered is that if for whatever reason you do depress this grip safety during disassembly, you can actually just take a mallet. Now don't get crazy, okay, but take a dead blow mallet with a nylon head on it and hold the gun and just give it a couple of jostles with the mallet, and that grip safety will boop, it'll kind of pop back out, and then you can continue the disassembly. But that's one area that might be just a little bit awkward in the disassembly is, you know, normally when you're disassembling it, you would think that, you know, you grab it here, pull back, and you know, have your hand on the gun to control it better during disassembly. But in the case of the EZ, you do not want to press the grip safety during disassembly. I just wanted to provide that little hack there. If you do, give it a couple of jostles with a mallet and that'll pop right back out. Not too hard, you don't want to damage anything, but a couple of jostles and it'll pop right back out and you can continue to disassembly. All right, couple more mags, let you guys get back to your day. Good stuff. I am really liking this gun. You know, when this thing first came out, I was kind of like, why? What's the point? But after actually getting some time with it and shooting it, I can completely understand why this would help someone who's a little bit weaker statured, maybe limited manual dexterity, that sort of thing, as I mentioned. This would totally help a shooter out that is in that particular type of situation. So really, really nice gun. I really enjoy shooting this pistol today. Very enjoyable range experience, and enjoyable enough you could just take this out as a range pistol and get practicing with it. It's totally enjoyable to shoot. It's not snappy or hard to control. It is a fun gun to shoot, and I think that matters as well. All right. All right. Wow, I wish they could all be easy. Good stuff. Yes, sir. Definitely want to take a moment to thank our friends at Gun Zone Deals for providing this particular example for us. Great group of people. I probably would not have gone out of my way to buy one of these on my own, just kind of out in the wild. But it is neat to know these are out there and they are very different. An option to consider for sure. Definitely also want to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters, those of you who purchase man cans, t-shirts over on the website. All those funds go right back into supporting us and helping us run our channel. Thank you so very much. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Many more videos on the way, tons of stuff. We're always filming. We'll see you soon.